And welcome back for game number 2 of the day here in the 2026 Gulf Shores Classic here on the Exports Network. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Murray Regional Health, for sponsoring all of our games here at the 2026 Gulf Shores Classic. Game number 2 for Lawrence County is the Lady Cats taking on essentially the home team, the Gulf Shores Dolphins. So on the bump to start things up for Gulf Shores will be their pitcher, number 13, Maddie Nelson. And Nelson quickly one down. Dispatching Lloyd. So that will bring up the first baseman, number 24, Hadley Patterson. Patterson had a great game 1. And she's swinging on the first pitch, sends it into center field, and that will fall for a base hit. So a single for Patterson. Gets the number 2 bat on. And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 13, Callie Brown. Brown started game 1 on the mound, but the Lady Cats were able to get out to such a large lead early that Brown was able to only had to pitch 2 innings. Her partner, I believe she only pitched that first inning. Is that first pitch in the dirt? Counts 0-1. That pitch misses. Evens it up at 1-1. Brown steps back in, wearing the number 13 in the left-handed batter's box, and she swings right at the second baseman. What a play by the middle infielder there, Taylor Bjorgum. That's 2 down. Now we move to the cleanup spot with the shortstop, number 1, Brinley Gilliam. Gilliam had a great game 1. Looks to continue that here against the Dolphins. First pitch on the outside corner will miss. Very busy day on the Exports Network. We got Lawrence County softball, Lawrence County baseball, and Summertown softball all down here as that pitch is away. And then back home, I know we've got at least the Loretto Lady Mustangs opening round state tournament game. Audio only as that one swung through and missed, brings the count 2-1. Lady Cats sent 17 to the plate there in the first inning. Last game. Seeing what they can do here as it's 3-1. Nelson, that one fouled off. Full count. Two down, runner on first is Patterson. As Nelson, the lefty, comes set for the 3-2. Swung on and popped foul down the left field line. So we'll try the payoff pitch once again. Nelson, I believe, is the first left-handed pitcher that the Lady Cats have seen in this tournament so far. On deck for Lawrence County is the starting pitcher, number 18, Elizabeth Hagan. That pitch in the dirt ball 4, and the throwdown doesn't matter. As that walk is brought to you by Heritage Automotive. So 2 on, 2 out as Elizabeth Hagan looking to help her cause on the mound before she even steps out there. On the outside corner, good job eating that one up in the dirt, Anaya McCutcheon. That one outside, and we'll run the count 2-0. Nelson not wanting to contest Hagan too much. That one swung on and hit out into left field. That's a base hit, and it gets by the left fielder. 1 run scores. The runner will hold up at third, and Lawrence County takes the early lead, 1-0. Off the RBI double, off the bat of Elizabeth Hagan. Patterson scores from second. Gillum to third. They will get a courtesy runner. It'll be Van Pelt running. Next pitch, foul back into the net. Off the bat of Annie Lloyd, third baseman wearing number 6 in the left-hand batter's box. And a recent score update from the Murphy Center is Loretto 34, McMinn Central 21. I believe still the first half. As that one is sent out into right field, another base hit. Here comes 1 run, maybe 2. And it's in. Lawrence County up 3-0. And the bats stay hot. A 2 RBI, a 2-run single for Lloyd. And that'll bring up Lovell, the right fielder. Lovell steps in. Facing Nelson. Pitch outside, call the strike. Next pitch, inside, count even. That pitch upstairs, 2-1. Now the 2-1. Swung on foul into the netting. 2-2 now. Lawrence County, all 3 runs have come with 2 outs. Back-to-back hits from Hagan and Lloyd. Lovell trying to make it 3 in a row. Nelson just looking to get out of the inning. That pitch will skip in. And now it's full count. Nelson allowed 3 straight base runners, a walk and 2 hits. And it's going to be another walk. And after retiring 2 of the first 3, Nelson having a hard time. And Lawrence County just doing a good job of placing those hits where their defense just isn't. Simple as that. That'll bring up the catcher, number 14, Torrey Hurd. Hurd takes that first pitch outside, and Nelson some control issues north and south. Next pitch, also upstairs. And that's the one thing, Gulf Shores is coming in. Haven't played since yesterday, and you got a Lawrence County team that's already played 1 game today. Hurd steps in, pitch away, called strike. One thing about this Lady Cats lineup, they have the right-handed bats to match the left-handed pitching for Gulf Shores. That pitch away, 3-1. Looking to avoid back-to-back walks. And that will stay outside. And a quick pitching change coming for Gulf Shores. So while they make that change, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here in a minute. You're watching the X Sports Network.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
And we are back. The new pitcher, number 5, Anna Lee Price, comes in first pitch, swung on and missed by the Lady Cats. Bottom of the order, and Lexi Hurd. That pitch swung foul, and Price has come in and quickly gotten ahead of 0-2. And would love to strand these bases loaded, with Lawrence County already a 3-0 lead. All 9 have come to the plate here in the first inning for Lawrence County. The 0-2. Thought about it, but Hurd will hold the bat back. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and right to the first baseman's glove. A good play over there at first, made by Maddie Bashirs. So Lawrence County will strand the bases loaded, but put up 3 here in the top of the first. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching the X Sports Network.
Stone. It's been here a long time. For over 100 years, we've worked with stone in North Alabama. It's what we know. It's what we do. We build countertops for homes where life happens and monuments that honor lives well lived. We take our time, focusing on the small things most people never notice. From the first cut to the final install, it's done the right way. Because to us, we're only as good as our last job. Green Hill Monuments and Countertops, built with intention, built to last.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Lady Cats plate 3 in the top of the first. Strand the bases loaded, but the offense looks good. Elizabeth Hagan getting the start on the mound in game number 2. Had typically been the game 1 starter for Lawrence County, at least through the 2 days here. We'll go through the defense for the Lady Cats. Tori Hurd catching. At first, Hadley Patterson. At second, you got Bella Grace Walker. At short, Maddie Gillum. At third, Annie Lloyd. In left, Callie Brown. In center, Lily Lloyd. And in right, you'll have Audrey Lovell with Lexi Hurd, the designated player, batting for the second baseman. Leading things off for the Dolphins, it will be the catcher, Anaya McCutcheon. McCutcheon in the right-handed batter's box wearing the number 3. Steps in to face Hagan. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. The Skull Shores team did play Summertown on Monday and took down the Lady Eagles 17-3. As that next pitch from Hagan misses. And that was kind of where Hagan had some struggles in the one Lady Cats loss here. Was with control. 2-0, and that one's going to stay upstairs for ball 3. And McCutcheon quickly ahead. And funny enough, this is actually the 3rd straight game that the Lady Cats have faced a catcher leading off the order. The 3-0, down low, called strike. Still a hitter's count, though, to McCutcheon. Dolphins looking to get back in this one. And that pitch called a strike. McCutcheon was ready to drop the bat and head to first, but we got the payoff pitch. Now McCutcheon showing bunt with 2 pitches. Swings and sends that one out to right field. And under it for the first out is the Lady Cats right fielder level. 1 away. Now that will bring up the shortstop, number 15, Anna Murray. Murray, a right-handed bat, to face the right-handed pitcher, Hagan. First pitch swinging, and that's a base hit in the left field. And both teams, after a leadoff out, get the next man on. That'll bring up the third baseman, 0-0, Nevaeh James. That first pitch to James upstairs, throwback to first, not in time. Next pitch, just going to stay inside. It's 1-2. Pardon, James wearing the number 18 takes that pitch inside. It's 2-2. Pardon, 3-1. I was about to say the scoreboard out there had 2-2, but I only had 1 strike. The next pitch on the outside corner for strike 2, full count. James has been very patient at the plate this at bat. Payoff pitch. Outside corner, ball 4. Throw down to second will not matter. Back-to-back base runners for the Dolphins. So now comes the cleanup batter and the now pitcher, number 5, Anna Lee Price. Again, Nelson started the game on the mound, gave up 3 runs, and had the bases loaded with 2 outs. So Price comes in, slams the door on the Lawrence County offense, and swings that first pitch foul down the left field line. Next pitch, swung foul. Now Price down 0-2. The 0-2 on the outside corner. I'll say just outside 1-2. Left-handed batting Price awaits. That one in the dirt, ball 2. And Hagen's counterpart at pitcher being very, very patient early. Two. Fouled off. And Price will stay alive. Next pitch, upstairs, and for the third time this inning, a full count. That one swung on, ground ball, gets through the left side, a base hit. Here comes a runner there, going to try the play at the plate, not in time, and Gulf Shores gets on the board. An RBI base hit off the bat of Anna Lee Price. Run scoring is Murray. Gulf Shores on the board. It's 3-1. Runners at the corners with only one out. Brings up the designated player and number 13, Maddie Nelson. And we do have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. See if I can catch a number on that. We will get that name as soon as we see a number. The next pitch, swung on, foul. Back into the net. First pitch to Nelson. The runner at third, James. Price at first with Nelson at the plate. And an 0-1 count. Next pitch in there for, they're going to say actually away. And the runner takes second. Now 2 in scoring position. The 1-1. Swung on, ground ball. Patterson at first. And she will tag the runner Nelson. Run scores. 3-2. Now 2 outs. Runner on third. That'll bring up the left fielder. Number 7, Lila Kaiser. Kaiser in the right-handed batter's box. Will take the first pitch out on the outside corner for strike 1. Tying run at third for Gulf Shores here in the first, as the offense has been there early. Another pitch in there for strike 2. Hagen ahead early in the count. Looking for one more put-away pitch. But 2 outs is when Lawrence County has made their worth in this game. We'll see if that is the same for the Dolphins or not as that pitch outside. 1-2. Three-two. And the dirt. Counts even now. Bjorgum on deck. If the Dolphins do get Kaiser on base safely. And she swings, hits a little dribbler to the second baseman. Bella Grace Walker over to first in time. And Gulf Shores plates a pair, but strands of a runner at third. We'll head to the top of the second when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
And we're back here, top of the second inning. Lady Cats bring the bats back to the plate once more. Back to the top of the order with Lily Lloyd. Lloyd takes the first pitch strike. Now, something a little interesting is the first 8 in the Lady Cats batting order didn't face the pitcher Price. It'll be their first time facing. Trying to drop down a bunt. In the left hand, Lily Lloyd. 0-2. Price comes sets with the 1-2. Outside corner. Pardon, that was the 0-2, now 1-2. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. That's a strikeout. That'll be the first strikeout for Price. Second team strikeout for the Dolphins. And Lloyd, unfortunately, on the receiving end of both. That'll bring up Hadley Patterson. Got the party started on offense with a single and a run scored her first time up. We'll take that first pitch in there for strike one. And after Nelson had a hard time finding the zone, Price attacking early. And with a 3-2 game after the first inning, you know the offenses are going to be there, so might as well just try to pound the zone, see if you can get some strikes. Is that pitch high and outside? Evens the count up at 1. The 1-1 swung on and fouled. Back to the netting, 1-2. So 1-2 to Hadley Patterson. Facing Anna Lee Price. Win in advance, lose, and you go home. Fouled into the net once more. Patterson's kind of been the key to this Lawrence County offense. When she's hitting, the team's hitting. When she's not, they don't. The 1-2. Swung and popped up. Going to be a tough play in shallow right, and the right fielder will charge and make the catch. That's Cameron Nolan for out number 2. Now will come up the left fielder, number 13, Callie Brown. Brown, the second left-handed bat in the top half of the order for the Lady Cats, and facing a dominant left-handed pitcher like Price makes it extremely difficult. Brown 0 for 1, had a line out to the second baseman. But takes that first pitch down for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Again, Gulf Shore's the first team that Lawrence County has faced outside of the state of Tennessee. And a big swing and a miss from Brown puts her down 1-2. Price is in a groove. Half swing, we're going to say she did go around, drop third strike, throw down to first in time. And the Cats go 1-2-3 in the top half of the second. We'll have the bottom half when we return on the X Sports Network.
A taste of New York to the Tennessee Valley since 2013. Pie Factory has just the pizza to satisfy your craving. From sweet to savory, from pies to calzones, we make it all fresh, by hand, every day with our tried and true age-old techniques. Whether you're dining in or taking it to go, we know you'll love our specialty pizzas or even your very own creation. Stop by one of our locations, Florence, Muscle Shoals, or Lawrenceburg, or order online today.
Welcome to Mid-South Barndominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And we are back here, bottom half of the second inning. Has some dominant pitching from Anna Lee Price. Set down the Cats 1-2-3. And it will be 7-8-9 for Gulf Shores here in the bottom half of the inning. That first pitch strike to the second baseman, number 12, Taylor Bjorgum. Bjorgum made a nice play early in the first inning, getting her first at bat now, facing off with Elizabeth Hagan. Hagan's next pitch away, 1-1. The 1-1. Hagan looking at her signs. That one swung on and foul. Counts 1-2. Hagan attacking early, trying to get ahead in the count and stay there. The 1-2 upstairs and away. Ball 2. And that's kind of been what's hurt her. She's been able to get up at 1-2, 0-2 several times. It's the next two pitches that have run the count 2-2, have run the count full, and forced her to make some big decisions. That one swung on and a drop third strike, throw down to first in time, and Bjorgum down with the first out. Next, that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 9, Cameron Nowlin. Nowlin was the recipient of the out number 2 in the top half of the second. Getting her first at bat against Hagan as well. That one swung on, a light pop-up. Second baseman Walker makes the catch. 2 down. And after some early offensive fireworks, things have really slowed down here. Now the bottom of the order for Gulf Shores, the center fielder number 2, Kaylee Jacks. Jacks, the last batter in this game that at their first plate appearance, that one's fouled off. Again, Lawrence County sent 9 to the plate in the first inning. Gulf Shores only 6. Hagan ahead 0-1. Looking to have a 1-2-3 inning herself. Next pitch swung on and driven out to left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Jax took a hard round around first, but didn't have a great read on the ball. And again, Brown with a great arm out there in left field. Only allows 60 feet there. I'm back to the top of the order with the catcher, Anaya McCutcheon. McCutcheon flew out to right field her last time up. As she shows around a bunt here and pulls it back, and a swing and a miss. Pardon, foul. Jax may be trying to take off for second to see if they can get a runner in scoring position. But with 2 outs, always a risky call. McCutcheon shows bunt again, pulls back, pitch outside. Next pitch, swung on, popped up. And it's going to be in a tough place. Walker over to make the grab. And what a grab over there in foul territory by Bella Grace. Walker will end the second inning. As Gulf Shores strands a runner at first. We'll be back for the top of the third inning when we return here on the Exports Network.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And we are back here to start the third inning. Both teams were seeing the ball well in the first. Orange County plated 3, Gulf Shores a pair in the bottom half of the first. But each team went 1, 2, 3 in the second. And Orange County will lead off the second inning with their shortstop, number 1, Brindley Gillum. Gillum a walk her first time up. And that one first pitch popped. Will fly just out of the way. It looks like Greenhill sitting here awaiting the following game. Price and Gillum. The pitch, swung on ground ball. What a grab over there at third. Fires over to first just to be safe, but man, what a grab Nevaeh James over there at third. Speared that one and fired over to first in time. 1 down. And that wasn't a lightly hit ball by Gillum at all. Just a great defensive play at third, and that will bring up the starting pitcher, Elizabeth Hagan. Hagan, the RBI double that got the scoring started in this one. Swings and fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Swung and fouled. The 0-2. Price comes set. On the outside corner, they're going to say that one just off the plate. 1-2. Once again, that one in the dirt. Evens the count up at 2. Next pitch. Swung off and fouled. Off the foot. And unlike some high school baseball players, softball not crazy on the accessories with all the guards and pads and this, that, and the other. So that's one that you're going to feel. So Hagen going to take a minute, gather herself. And something to pay attention to, that is a pitcher. Your pitcher out there that just fouled that off her foot. So see if that could come back to have an impact later in this one. Just depends if that was a shot at the plant foot or not. The next pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. And Hagen's worked the count back full after trailing, getting down 0-2. Three-two. Swung on and missed, and a big strikeout there for Price. Hagen goes down swinging. Now that will bring up the third baseman, number 6, Annie Lloyd. Lloyd, the left-handed batter wearing number 6, got the party really going with a 2 RBI single back in the first inning. She'll see the first pitch from Price inside, just off the plate. Again, this is Lloyd's second at bat, but first time through facing Price. The lefty delivers, and that one's popped up foul. And foul territory down the third base line. The 1-1. On the outside corner, called a strike. One and two. The pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings, as it is Anna Lee Price who is on fire. We'll be back for the bottom half of the third when we return on the X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here at the 2026 Gulf Shores Classic, brought to you here on the X Sports Network by our sponsor, Murray Regional Health. It will be 2, 3, and 4 due up for Gulf Shores. They look to continue going to work here. Is that first pitch ground ball over third, and that's going to roll foul. maybe a lucky bounce there for Murray, the shortstop. As if that one stays fair, I would say she's almost certainly out at first. The 0-1. Upstairs, evens count up at one ball, one strike. That pitch swung on, popped up, center field. Under it is Lloyd, and will make the catch for the out. So down goes Murray, and up Nevaeh James. James walked her first time up, and a ground ball. That's going to find the glove of Gillum from her knees. Can't make the throw in time. And that's going to be a single, a one-out single at that. As finally one of these teams gets the better of the other. Now the pitcher, Anna Lee Price. Price an RBI single her last time up. Takes that first pitch inside. Next pitch. Try to drop down the bunt. The foul tip evens count up at one apiece. Score update final from the Murphy Center. Loretto 72, McMinn Central 46. This is a 26-point win in a state tournament game. Just insane. Pitch in the dirt ball, too. The 2-1. Swung on, popped up. Shallow left center field. Center fielder charging on, and Lloyd makes another great grab. 2 down as Lloyd covering some serious ground there in center field. We'll bring up the designated player, number 13, Maddie Nelson. Nelson started the game on the bump, didn't go so well, giving up those 3 runs. Now trying to help her team out with the bat. First pitch outside. Next pitch. Swung on, pop up, and it's going to drop into shallow left center. A little bloop falls for Nelson, and that's 2 on now with 2 out for Elila Kaiser. Kaiser grounded out to the second baseman last time around. Next pitch. That one's going to be sent out into shallow right field. Under it to make the grab is the right fielder Lovell, and that will do it for the 3rd inning. Gulf Shore strands a pair as we head back to the top of the 4th. That will be when we return here on the X Sports Network.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
Looking to buy or sell in Lawrence County, Tennessee? At Corbin & Company Realty, we know this place because we live here too. We are locally owned and deeply rooted. We treat you like a neighbor because you are one. Trust the team that does local best.
Check out our listings like this lush 4.56 acre tract with a 3-year home, large shop building, and a year-round creek. This is just one of the many hidden gems we discover for you. Call Donna today at 931-629-5228. Corbin & Company Realty LLC, Summertown's only real estate firm. And we're back here at the 2026 Gulf Shores Classic, brought to you here on the Exports Network by our sponsors at Murray Regional Health. Leading off the inning for the Lady Cats will be the right fielder, Audrey Lovell. Lovell fouled off that first pitch, walked in her first at-bat. Was one of the last couple of batters seen by the starting pitcher, Nelson. The 1-1 in the dirt. Getting a lot of action in the first inning, but since then only 2 base runners combined for each team, or for both teams combined in the 2 innings since. And that one swung on and missed for strike 2. Now 2-2 count here to Lovell. That one on the outside corner, full count. Lovell looking to draw another walk. Lovell steps back in for the full count pitch from Annalee Price. Price, ground ball. Over to second. Fires over to first in time, and that's going to be a 4-3 on the putout. 1 down. Good play over there at second by Taylor Bjorgum. Over to the first baseman, Bashirs, for out number 1. Brings up Tori Hurd. Hurd walked in her first at-bat, was the last pitcher, or last batter to face Nelson, so this will be the first full-time around for Price. The 0-1. Swung on, ground ball. Bjorgum again will fire over for out number 2. Back-to-back 4-3 putouts. And one time through the order for one Annalee Price, set down all 9. Now we'll face the designated player, number 42, Lexi Hurd. Hurd lined out to the first baseman to end inning number 1. And just seeing her second at bat now here in the top of the 4th. The 1-0. Swung on, ground ball. Guess who? Bjorgum over at second. And over to first in time for the out. 3 4-3 putouts. Go 1-2-3 in the 4th. Do the Lawrence County Lady Cats. We'll be back as Gulf Shores comes to bat when we return on the Exports Network.
Banking made simple and convenient. At Builtwell Bank, we're here for you. Whether you're making a milestone purchase or saving for retirement, our dedicated financial team will walk with you every step of the way because we care. From personal banking accounts to making sure your business and commercial needs are met, we'll make sure you have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and goals. Serving Lawrenceburg and Summertown. Come see us today. Member FDIC.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
And we are back here for the bottom of the 4th. Having some technical difficulties with our camera. It is currently frozen in the position it is in, and that's going to be a lead-off base hit for Taylor Bjorgum. Fielded three straight ground balls and rewards herself with a single to lead off the bottom of the fourth. 7, 8, 9 go the Dolphins in the bottom half of this inning. Next pitch, bunt, drop down, fire over to first in time. Heading for third is Bjorgum. Nobody covering the bag, and she's going to get there. Nolan drops the sac bunt to try to advance the runner. And for Lawrence County, too many runners had charged on the ball and allowed third base to be there uncovered. Bjorgum now 60 feet from home with only one out. And that will bring up the center fielder, Kaylee Jacks. Jacks 1 for 1 at her first time up, had a single to right. Next pitch, foul. Counts 0-2 with one out. The 0-2 to Jacks. Fouls that one off. And we got the camera back working now. The 0-2 will stay upstairs. Ball 1. So 1-2 now to Jacks. The Dolphin center fielder with the runner at third. A chance to tie this one up here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-2 upstairs. Ball 2 now. The 2-2. Swung on ground ball up the middle, and it's going to not get through. Knocked down by Walker, but still going to be a base hit. And heading for second was Jacks. May have gotten a bit overzealous there, and she's out at first. Not really sure what Jacks was thinking there, trying to round first that hard with the ball just sitting between the second baseman and shortstop about 2 feet behind the bag. So an RBI single that turns into an out. Back to the top of the order with 2 outs for McCutcheon. 0 for 2 on the day. A pop-up to the second baseman and a fly out to the right fielder. And a base hit on line right at the third baseman, Lloyd. And that takes down the leadoff batter for the third time. But Gulf Shores ties it up here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll see if the Lady Cats can get some offense going in the top half of the inning when we return on the X-Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
At 1819, you're getting more than just an elevated dining experience here. We'll transport you to another world, a world where historic meets modern. You'll find your classic comfort staples to exotic delicacies, where unique flavors are combined to create your favorite dishes. Whether it's our locally and internationally inspired food or drink, including craft cocktails and local beers, we have something to satisfy every palate. If you're looking for your next meal or ready to host an event, discover the magic of 1819 today on the Square in downtown Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And we are back here at the 2026 Gulf Shores Classic, brought to you here on the X Sports Network by our sponsors at Murray Regional Health. Lawrence County top of the order back up. Be 1, 2, 3, Lloyd, Patterson, and Brown. Looking to get something going here against Anna Lee Price. Lloyd 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Popped up. And that will go back over the head of McCutcheon. No play there. 0-2 now. To the Lady Cats center fielder. The 0-2. And Price will call time. Infield all pretty much in. Second baseman in. Third baseman in. Short and first are at pretty normal alignments. Just to watch for the possible bunt from Lloyd. Pitch in the dirt. 1-2. Beautiful day here at Gulf Shores. Bit of a cloudy morning, but we've gotten here near 11 o'clock. It has really opened up. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that is the hat trick of strikeouts there for Price. That is 6 now on the day. 5 from Price, 1 for Nelson. As Hadley Patterson back in. Pops up first pitch, shallow right field, and the right fielder will be able to charge on it to make a play. That's the second straight out for Patterson, where sent the ball to the right fielder. And that will now bring up the left fielder, number 13, Callie Brown. Brown 0 for 2, a line out to the second baseman, and a strikeout. As the left-handed bat's looking to get on here with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That one away for ball 1. Next pitch inside. Brown able to get out of the way of that one. Now it's 2-0. And that one fouled into the net. Not sure if Price had a batter at 3-0 yet. So the home plate umpire walks out to Price to enter a new ball. 2-1 count to Callie Brown. Pitch outside, 3-1 now. Price in danger of walking her first batter. Now one in there. No, they're going to say away for ball 4. Brown will walk down to first. That walk brought to you by Heritage Automotive. And that's the first batter. That's the first base runner in 12 outs for Lawrence County. Well, what a good time to start getting the Lady Cats back on base here in the top of the 5th. Brinley Gillum, 0 for 1 with a ground out to the third baseman. Walked in her first at-bat. An 0-1 count here. Swung on and missed. The big breaking ball there. Now 0-2. Price trying to get out of the inning after surrendering her first walk of the day. Her first base runner of the day. The 0-2 on the outside corner. They're going to say just away for ball 1. Gillum still with some life at the plate. The 1-2. On the outside corner, same pitch, same result. It's ball 2 now. And we know how talented of a bat Gillum is, and you don't bat in the cleanup spot for no reason, so Price not going to test her. Now the 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3. We've got a full count. The 3-2. On the outside corner, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And this is where Gulf Shores got into trouble early in the game, was Nelson back-to-back walks. Both coming with 2 outs. And now Elizabeth Hagan, the starting pitcher, a chance to put her team out in front for her next pitches. Already an RBI double today. A double would almost maybe score 2 here. And that first pitch fouled into the net. Great crowd made the trip down to Gulf Shores from Lawrenceburg. The 0-1. In there for strike 2. Hagan 1 for 2, had an RBI double and a strikeout. And is down 0-2 here to Price. Pitcher versus pitcher battle. That one in the dirt. The 1-2. Lloyd on deck, Annie Lloyd. That one in there, called strike 3. Price gets out of the inning after allowing 2 back-to-back walks with 2 outs. It is 3-3 as we'll head to the bottom half of the inning when we return here on the X Sports Network.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And we are back here at the 2026 Gulf Shores Classic. Orange County had a little bit of life in the top of the 5th from back-to-back walks drawn by Brown and Gillum. We are now at the top of the order. 1, 2, 3 for Gulf Shores here in the bottom half of the 5th. Pardon. It is 2, 3, 4. Murray, James, and Price as that one is popped up. And caught by the shortstop, Gillum. 1 down. And I'll bring up Nevaeh James. 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Looking to continue her on-base streak. First pitch, and they're called strike. Hagan still on the mound, still dealing. really good job settling things down in the second and third innings and only allowed 1 run in the fourth. That one way over to the head of the catcher, Hurd. 1-1. That one swung on, popped up. Out to center field. Lloyd has to reach up and makes the grab about 10 feet shy of the wall. But a good drive in it by James. 2 away. And the wind is blowing out towards right. And what a good time to have a left-handed batter. Annalee Price up to bat, the pitcher. 1 for 2, an RBI single, and may have another single right there, and she does. Sneaks right through the 3-4 gap and a base hit. With 2 outs, sets up Maddie Nelson. Nelson 1 for 2, a single, and an RBI. Going to help her team out here in the bottom half of the 5th. Takes that first pitch on the outside corner, called strike. The 0-1 swung on. Patterson tries to eat it up and will touch first in time for the 3rd out. Gulf Shore strands one in the bottom half of the 5th. Lawrence County Bats will come back in the top half of the 6th when we return on the X Sports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
And we are back here, top of the 6th inning. It was a first pitch ball to Annie Lloyd, leading off the inning. Lloyd 1 for 2, a base hit and a walk as she takes a big hack there on the 1-0. Price coming back out for the 6th inning. Pitch 4 2/3, or 4 1/3, pardon. Some really good softball. The 1-1 popped up, jam shot. Now it's 1-2 to Lloyd. She'll take a second to gather herself there off the foul ball. See both first and third base coaches coming out to check on her. As the battery will meet at the mound, just a kind of common courtesy thing. Let Lloyd catch her breath. It seems everything's okay. Everybody trots back to their spots. And Lloyd gets ready for the 1-2. Outside corner. I'm going to say just up and away, ball 2. Audrey Lovell on deck. That will be 6, 7, 8 in this inning. And strike out again. It's Price, and she is dealing. That's the second time she struck out Lloyd. Audrey Lovell, 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. It's part of the 3 straight ground outs to the second baseman that we had in the 4th inning. First pitch outside, ball 1. It's been a location that's been given a time or two, but not in that situation. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Lovell goes through the rise ball. It's 1-1. The 1-1 upstairs for ball 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Evens the count up. Price and Lovell doing battle. Price looking for the sign. Comes set. That one in the dirt. Full count. Again, Price had some control issues there at the end of the last inning. Walking 2 with 2 outs to give Lawrence County life. Swing and a miss, back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. That's 2 down. Make it 7 now for Price. Torrey Hurd up to bat, 0 for 1, a ground out and a walk. First pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. Winner will advance, get a break between the next game. And a swing and a miss from Hurd. Lose and you are done. The 1-1. And the dirt ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to the Lady Cats catcher, Hurd. Swung on and missed. Now 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, 3 strikeouts, strikes out the side in order. Price has 8, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Gulf Shores up to bat when we return here on the X Sports Network.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
And we are back now for the bottom of the 6th inning. Lawrence County 3, Gulf Shores 3. And Annalee Price was on a roll in that last inning, striking out the side in order. will now be, well, the same as it was for Lawrence County. It will be 6, 7, 8. Kaiser, Bjorgum, and Nolan. As Kaiser trying to bunt right there, foul. Lila Kaiser 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop-up. Looking to reach base for the first time tonight. Well, it's still this morning. That pitch, ground ball over to third. Lloyd fires over in time for the first out. 5-3 on the putout. We'll bring up the second baseman, number 12, Taylor Bjorgum. Bjorgum 1 for 2, strikeout and a single. Singled her last time up. Next pitch, swung on, ground ball down the line. It's going to be a fair ball, single. And Bjorgum holds up at first. Back-to-back singles for the Dolphins' second baseman. One out base runner brings up the right fielder, number 9, Cameron Nolan. Nolan 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop-up. Looking to reach base for the first time tonight. That one will go foul down the first baseline. Count still 0-1 now to Nolan. That pitch outside called strike. On the outer edge, 0-2. The 0-2 upstairs. Now 1-2. Nowlin going to have to battle back. Next pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be a fair ball down the right field line. They're going to bring the runner around from second. A good throw from right field. The play at the plate is safe at third base. And now 2 runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Dolphins. What a big hit there from Cameron Nowlin. Back-to-back hits. And we are going to have the coach for Lawrence County, Coach Lloyd, step to the mound to have a quick discussion, very quick discussion. Yeah, a very good diving little swim move right there by Taylor Bjorgum, trying to get around the tag from the third baseman Lloyd and was able to end up there safely. That brings up the 9-hole hitter, Kaylee Jacks. The center fielder wearing number 2, 2 for 2 on the day, a single and an RBI single on her last at-bat. A chance to do the same thing right here and drives it in the left center field. That's in the gap. 1 run scores. Here comes the other. Jacks heading for second, and she's going for third. Lawrence County through to second. She's going for third, and that's going to end up in the dugout. Jacks coming around to score. Here's the play, and she is out. They're going to send Jacks back to third. I would say with the ball getting in the dugout, but I would say it looked like Jacks was already at third by the time the throw had been made into the dugout. I would say that it would be a run more, but I would say we'll see. Coach Lloyd is having a word with our home plate umpire. Jacks 3 for 3 on the day. Got a little overzealous on her last single. Had that RBI hit and tried to turn it into 2. Okay, so the ruling was obstruction at home plate, and she was protected, so she gets to go back to third. So obstruction on the throw in the third, so that's where the play goes back. McCutcheon drops down a bunt. It stays fair. The run scores, and McCutcheon is safe. It is 6-3 Gulf Shores as the offense has woken up here in the bottom half of the sixth. A bunt single for Anaya McCutcheon. Gets her on base for the first time. Not very often you see a leadoff batter with her skill set start the game 0 for 3. But finally reaches on her fourth attempt, and that'll bring up Anna Murray. The shortstop takes that first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Murray 1 for 3 on the day, a single and a run scored, and 2 pop-outs. And honestly, out of the, 16 outs for Gulf Shores, I would be willing to bet, I haven't counted up exactly, more than half of them are off pop flies. Oh, almost a really good diving play by Patterson at first. But they've all been off pop flies or flyouts. Yeah, 8 of the 16 exactly have been either pop outs or flyouts. And when you got the wind blowing out like this on such a warm day, I mean, you want to be swinging for the fences. McCutcheon at second. Ground ball fouled into over there near the Lady Cats dugout. I believe tournament play would also follow the same rules as pool play, the 90 minutes time thing. So are coming to the close of this one. And that one popped up. Lloyd makes the catch at third in time for the second out. So Murray's third pop out will bring up Nevaeh James. James 1 for 2 on the day, a single, a walk, and a fly out. Flew out to center her last time. Still has a runner in scoring position and a good runner in McCutcheon. First pitch upstairs. And that will be the game. So final score here from Gulf Shores. After a late rally from the Lady Dolphins, it is Gulf Shores 6, Lawrence County 3. That should do it here for us here from the 2026 Gulf Shores Classic. The Lady Cats will be back in action pretty soon after we return home. If we pull up my schedule real quick. So Lady Cats will be back in action on Monday, next Monday, against Lincoln County at 5:30 at home. But that will do it for us here at Gulf Shores. For Michael Marks, this has been Lawrence County Softball here on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.